Yeah, I thought it was a really good win for us. All things considered, Belmont has a very good team, and they're known for knocking people off on the road. I think they're a team that certainly will finish at least in the top 2 in Ohio Valley Conference. This is a win that should be a very good RPI win for us as we go. And playing without Darius, obviously we weren't at full strength, but I thought our guys really brought great energy, particularly in the first half. And that 18-point lead in the first half, we needed every bit of it.
They seem to handle the pressure okay for the first 6 minutes or so, and then you guys were able to turn them over a lot. Was there anything you guys changed?
I think the guys were kind of feeling their way, and again, we didn't have Darius out there. The other thing is when you put number 2 in the game, things change. He was unbelievable tonight. I thought he was the biggest key to us winning. He just flew around and made a lot of plays and talked and organized the team. And with Darius being out, that was huge.
Talk about Rob was something like 3 of 10 at one point, but when you guys needed a couple of big shots, you called on him and he knocked it down.
Yeah, I mean, Rob is, between him and Trey, they're our best guys at creating offense from the perimeter, one-on-one, and using ball screens. So we wanted to get him the ball and get him attacking. We feel good about him doing that regardless of what his stat line is up to that point in the game.
Coach Melvin got some minutes because Darius being out. How encouraged are you by his performance?
I like Mel a lot. I think he's got a really bright future. He's getting better. That's the exciting thing is defensively, I thought he did a nice job on the ball. He got lost off the ball a couple times, which is an area where he needs to grow. But Mel can create offense. And, tonight he scored 11 points, and he didn't even make any threes, which is what he does well. I think we got to continue to work with him on his balance from the three-point line. But I'm really enthused about him and his future.
Coach, is Rob different this year in terms of he went through a real bad shooting slump last year, and it really seemed to mess with his confidence a little bit?
I think he's playing more with what I call approach goals as opposed to avoidance goals. Avoidance goals are when you don't want to mess up or you're playing not to lose. Approach goals is when you're going after something. You're just trying to go get it. And I think Rob is much more on the offensive and being more aggressive. So we've worked a lot on just his mindset and his ability to clear his head in the moment and do what's next, whatever the moment requires.
Coach, can you talk about your 16-team offensive rebounds?
Yeah, we knew that was a big key for us. We knew that we could get all over the glass, and I like that our guys did that. Travion and Javante combined for 10 points or 10 offensive rebounds, so that was a big lift. We did not shoot the ball particularly well tonight, particularly from 3. But I thought that, when you miss, you want to go get them. It's a goal of ours to get every game at least 40% of our misses. Today we got 16 out of 32, so that's 50%. So you can check that one off today.
Slow starts in the second half. We've had several this year. Any particular reason that you've ever put a finger on yet?
Well, I mean, the game's played by 2 teams. I think the teams that we've played have made some plays in the second half. I think we got to step up and play with more fire, more urgency. There's a natural tendency to relax a little bit when you have a lead. It's definitely something we've talked about and addressed, but it's something we got to get better at, definitely.
Coach, they got a lot of open 3 looks in that second half. Is that just something that is going to happen from time to time with your system, guys running around like that?
Yes. Yeah, guys are going to get open 3s at times, but when we're really flying around and rotating and scrambling, we get to those 3s and we make them contested 3s. I thought for most of the second half we were just a step behind, particularly on the kid Clark, 21, Ian Clark. He played great, and we didn't get out there. We were close, but we didn't have a hand up enough of the times, and that's why he was able to get loose from three. But Belmont's a good team. I mean, they hit 7 threes on us. They're going to hit that many or more most nights. So I thought, overall for the game, we contested a fair amount of them in the first half. Not enough in the second half, but obviously enough to win.
You guys have rebounded the ball pretty well actually all year in addition tonight. Is there anything you guys are doing better this year than maybe the last few years?
Just we work on it the same we always have. I think Javante Reddick, if he wants to, can be one of the best rebounders around. So that helps. And it's like when we had Larry, when the ball was up real high in the sky and Larry decided he wanted to go get it, he was getting it. Jew is getting close to that point. He just got to decide he wants it.
When Darius is out, who's the team leader on the floor? Is that Javante?
Well, Briante kind of stepped up, and he's our most outgoing person, our most energetic person, even when Darius is playing. But Darius is a senior; he's been around. But yeah, I would say, Briante kind of takes over that role when Darius is down. But Darius ain't gonna be down too long.
You expect him back for it?
I mean, if he can play, then he'll be back. He couldn't play tonight. He couldn't move laterally. He's made major progress with his knee since Wednesday. If he makes the same kind of progress over the next 3, 4, 5 days, then I got a feeling he'll make an appearance down in Norfolk.
Coach, finals week, how do we kind of juggle the studies and getting ready for Old Dominion over the course of the week?
Well, we block everything else out. It's going to be about academics and basketball, which is our 2 biggest priorities all year long, but even more so now at the end of the semester. Sophia does a great job with our guys, and she'll have them ready in terms of their tutoring schedule and their study hall hours. We've got a lot of guys that are in position to have a very good semester if they finish strong, so that'll be a point of emphasis for sure.
Coach, Justin Tuyo found himself open in the corner a couple times. Is that a shot that he makes in practice?
He can, but right now the speed of the game overwhelms him. So he doesn't have a great chance to make it in the game because it's going so fast. That's why I'm trying to get him to practice harder and with more pace. But he's talented. I mean, to be honest with you, he's ahead of where Javante was at this time in Javante's freshman year. So, but he's got to get stronger and he's got to play harder and he's got to figure it out. But it's coming.